You can
This
just read.
conference will now
Yes,
be
I will.
recorded.
Yes, I will repeat the
Yeah,
things like
please.
what
It
is
will be
being
helpful
needed.
for me.
Yeah, definitely. The Tosca is orchestration specification for cloud applications. Okay, so it was designed by the Tricentis Technologies. So it is completely sorry, it is completely a cloud based tool. It will see, we have two types like on premise and cloud. On premise is nothing but the local tool, whereas coming to the cloud tool, like you need internet connection while working with the Tosca automation. Okay, so and also uh, whatever the applications we are having with the Tosca, like web applications, desktop applications, SAP, API, Salesforce, like multiple types of applications it supports with the Tosca automation tool. Like one tool with many of the applications, it will helpful to work with the testing. Whereas coming to the Tosca automation tool, it is completely a code free. So even one single line of code also not required. See, code in the sense like we are writing the program, whereas like in, other programming languages like Java, Python, C Sharp, like that. So whenever you are declaring the variables and all, you are providing the int, and by using this system dot out dot print ln, so using this kind of things, like you are going to print the values. For example, I will show you like how the programming language will be there. I will show you that also. So in this way, like we have to write a multiple line codes to work with the application. But the Tosca help us to without any of these multiple line of code, it's not required for the Tosca automation. Okay, so here like identifying the issues and working with the applications, it is very easy when compared to other automation tools. Why means the Tosca automation, we are saying like it is a complete code free, and also it is a drag and drop tool. It is a drag and drop tool. That means you are dragging from the module section and you are dropping to the test case section. Okay, so drag and drop tool. And when compared to Selenium and Tosca automation, Selenium is a open source, Tosca automation is a paid tool. Even though it is a paid tool, for Selenium, definitely you need any of the programming languages. So without any programming languages, you are unable to work with the Selenium. Okay, so nowadays like we are having like Selenium, Playwright, so etc. But whereas coming to the Tosca automation, like for this Selenium and Playwright, we need programming language like Playwright is with JavaScript or TypeScript. So we need this programming languages. Whereas Selenium will support with C Sharp, Python, Java. Okay. So, but see, even if you want to work with any of the application, you need to uh, write multiple lines of code. So suppose if you want to work with any of the application, so you want to work with the, like you have to create more number of lines to work with the application. But here for Tosca, it is completely different. So what the difference is? It is completely a drag and drop tool. I will show you. And working with the application is very easy. Okay, why means here like the Tosca is completely a model based tool. Model based tool in the sense like whatever there in the application we are having in the application, right? So in the application, suppose for example you want to work with the books, like you want to click the books and you want to add some product to the cart, and you have to purchase the particular item. So for in like using Selenium, you have to write a multiple lines of code for this. Like first you have to take the like you want to identify this element with the help of XPath. So what you did is a lengthy process. So first you have to select the XPath for this item, then you have to write a code so driver dot find element by dot XPath or identifier, like that you have to write, and you need to copy paste that element address like XPath. So in that way you have to write multiple lines of code. But here, like what you have to do in Tosca, easily we can scan the module in the sense we can collect the properties very easily. See, right click on the modules. Like we will discuss a few things on the Tosca automation, then later we will discuss about how to get the properties here, like how to create a module, how to create a test case and all. So this is a Tosca tool looks like. This is a title bar, this is a menu bar, this is a ribbon. So ribbon specification is like whenever you are clicking on any of the menu, it will highlight whatever there in that particular menu. So when you are observing like all the menus like project, home, view, tools, test cases, API testing, add-on, so there will be some uh, change in the test cases. Means whatever the section, so these we are calling it as a section. So whatever the section you are going to work, automatically it will highlight that particular section details. See, now I am in test case. Okay, so this is under the test case. So when you are going for modules, automatically this becomes a module properties, like whatever the things we are having, like we can able to work with the modules, that items will be present in the ribbon. So whenever you are clicking on the execution, automatically the execution won't be there. It will comes to the home. Like for sometimes like the execution also will be there here, like it is a dynamic menu bar. Okay, so and if you are working with the requirements will be add here. So whenever you are selecting the test case design, automatically it will go to execute test case design. So whereas compared to other menus, this test case will be a dynamic. So this particular menu is a dynamic part. Dynamic in the sense like we have static and dynamic. Static as a fixed one. So whereas like home, view, tools, API testing, add-on, these are fixed menus. Whereas coming to this particular menu, so based upon which section you are working with, it will change to that particular uh, section. Okay, so this is the dynamic section, dynamic menu we can say. Okay, so these are the sections. Mainly all the organizations will follow test cases, modules, execution, requirements. Some they will follow, and they won't follow requirements. So I will explain you what all this like for which like whenever you are working with the application, what all the sections for what purpose we are going to use, I will explain you, don't worry about that. So test case design, like whenever you are working with the frameworks for like you want to manage the data, then we are going to use the test case design. And issues in the sense like uh, whenever you are facing any defect while working with the Tosca automation in the application, so you can raise your issue here only. Like for issues and all, we are managing some management tools, right? Like Zira, ADO, like that. So but without using that tools, like here only we can directly use. So why, in the sense like how they will check this is the completely the Tosca is a cloud based tool, and also we will work with a multi user environment. Like multiple people they can handle the workspace. Okay, so that is why like everyone whoever they're using the workspace, they can verify what all the updations you made for the uh, project. Okay, and when we're coming to the configurations, it is completely a different part. Why I'm saying like it is completely a different part is whenever you are working with other tools like whenever you are working with the server, you need to connect that server to the, like you have to configure that services to the test data service. So whenever you are working with a mobile, so mobile related values you have to provide. So whenever you are working with the APIs, then you need to work with the like you need to add that ABA. So whenever you are working with the Jenkins, you have to configure like whatever the integration tools you are going to work, all the configurations you have to configure under configurations section. Okay, so whereas coming to the test plan, so I will explain you what test plan and what is the requirement. Okay, so whereas like whenever we are clicking on each section, so we are able to see the three tabs here. Okay, so this is the detailed view. Sorry, this is the tree view, and this is the details view. Like whenever you are selecting on the module or whenever you are selecting on the test case, automatically you can see what all the values you have provided here, that even you are able to check here. Okay, so under the tree view, under the details view, like you can see like what all the modules you are having, what all the attributes you are having, like what are the specifications we are having for that particular module, we are able to see under the details. So every particular module, you will be having some properties. Okay, so these we will call it as a technical properties. So this technical properties, like it depends upon the module which you are going to work, the engine and special execution task. Some will be there, like I will explain you what all these things. So this is about the tool. Okay, so and this is like you are observing ready, right? So this is the status bar. like whenever you are selecting on a particular module, automatically so one text will be highlighted and automatically it will disappear. Okay, so this is called as uh, status bar, and you can see the user, like who logged in with the workspace. Okay, so this is about the tool. And like yesterday we discussed about the main concepts for the testing, like what exactly the testing is, like why we have to test the application and all. Like whenever we are like the developer developing the application, when we are submitting that application to the client, before submitting the application to the client we have to test the application. So in an organization, whereas like client will be like who was having like they want to develop any application for their business purpose, he will become a client. And in the organization level, whoever collecting the requirements from the client, they are business analyst, and also we will call them as POs, product owner. Okay, product owner. So these product owners will be having a more knowledge on the application. Okay, they will know about like complete in and out of the application. So easily they will collect the requirements and they will understand that, and they will create user stories for the requirements, and they will provide to the team. So once the business analyst collect the requirements, he will prepare the business required document. BRD we are calling it as like business requirement document. So able to hear me, right?
Yes.
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 Thank you. So once the document was ready, so this business analyst created the user story, and whatever the document he captured, he will attach the document to that particular user story, either in Zira or the ADO. Okay, so coming to the architecture, like the architect, he was like senior most developer. He will design the application, and he has a complete knowledge on the code in and out and all. Like he will design the application like in and look and feel of the application, we can say. Okay, so they will prepare the flow charts. So once after preparing the flow charts, they will provide that flow charts to the developer. Okay, so they will prepare a flow charts. It's one kind of design templates, we can say. So once after completing the designing, so they will provide to the developer. But why the scrum master is coming into the picture is, so whatever the task like requirements we have to complete. For example, think that in the application, the client needed like the computers in the e-commerce application. So this is a e-commerce application. So they want to add computers, and they want to sell the computers also. So this is the new requirement came from the client. So as part of this computers, the business analyst prepared one document and prepared some user stories on this, and they provided to the architect, and already the design is there with the architect. So based upon that, so what they will do, they will adjust these things like books, electronics, apparels, like what are there in previously, what are there in the application. So they will adjust and they will add the computers in the same line, like wherever you are getting that particular concept, the particular object. So they will add there, like they will design. So after adding, what they will do, they will provide to the developer, right? So but the scrum master, what they will do, like based upon the user stories, some we need to pick immediately, and we need to develop that, and we need to test that. In the sense, like for example, we have like computers and electronics. Like when compared to electronics, the computer is the first priority. Okay, so whenever the computers becomes a first priority, based upon that, the scrum master picks this user story, and he will assign that to the developer. Suppose the sprint duration is like, sprint in the sense like how much time you are taking to complete the requirements. Okay, so based upon that only we are dividing the work also. So the sprint duration is like, as we are following agile method also, the sprint duration will be 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, so suppose for example, think that the sprint duration is 2 weeks. Okay, among the 2 weeks, like you are having a 4 user stories you need to complete in 2 weeks. So then the scrum master, what he will do, based upon the priority, like which one we have to complete, like which is the most priority to the client. So based upon that scenario, they will pick the user story and they will assign to the developer. Okay, this is the duty of the scrum master. And also he will take the updates, like what is the status of the work. Okay, so every day we are having a scrum calls. In the scrum call, like the scrum master will take the updates, like today what you have did, like you are going to do, yesterday what you finished, everything they will discuss in the scrum call. So the developer picks the user story, and he started developing the user story, and he included that code to the existing application. So as a tester, like what you have to do, the developer moves the, the requirement, like whatever the user stories he developed, he moved from dev environment to QoS environment. Dev environment is like the developer, where he will develop the application, and he will test. From developer end also the testing will be there. That is like one round of testing that we are calling it as a unit testing. So he will do under dev environment. So where the place uh, for the, like the application, the developer will develop the code, and once after unit testing was completed, and they will move to the tester in QoS environment. QoS environment is like ours environment, like we have to test complete end to end flow in this environment. So once if you are not seeing any issues, so then what you have to do, you are moving that to staging environment. Staging environment, like we can say that it is a end user prospect view, and once like it is a mirror of the client application, like production. Like once after you are testing in the stage environment, automatically we are moving all the changes to the production environment, where the end user will work there, and if he was facing any issues, he will log the bugs and he will move to us. Like in QAS, whenever you are facing any issues, you are logging a bug, then it is called it as a bug. When from client side, if they were seeing the issues and they were reporting, like they were creating a bug, that we are calling it as a defect. So this is about the some basics on how the application testing, why the application we have to test, and all. Without any issues, we have to submit the application to the client. Okay, so whereas coming to the automation tools, like we are having a more number of automation tools. Among that, the Tosca is like we are preferring, it is completely a code free, and also it is like drag and drop tool, easy to work with multiple applications. So what exactly the Tosca will support? The Tosca will support, like you can easily maintain the server data in the server, and you can able to work with SAP application. You can able to work with Salesforce desktop application, CI/CD like continuous integration and continuous deployment with the Jenkins. And also you will be having the issues part like defects also you can raise from here. And mobile testing is there. You can able to work with the desktop applications in the sense you are supposed to work with Word, Excel, PDF. Okay, so these and all like we will manage with the desktop applications. Whereas coming to the SAP, once you are good with the Tosca automation, so easily you can work with SAP any module like with a SAP S4 HANA database and SAP Fiori. These are all web based applications, right? Like it is related to the web application only. So easily you can able to work with the Tosca automation. Like why means we are like with the help of Tosca automation we are supposed to do web applications also. So that is why even if you are not much into SAP also, you can easily work with the SAP with the help of Tosca automation. These are the main advantages of the Tosca automation. Okay, and whenever you are working with the Tosca, you have to follow some rules. What are the rules is like the application where you are going to work, that application should be 100%. The application should be 100%, and also the system settings also 100%. Okay, so after you are done with the settings, now you are opening the Tosca automation. So let's see how to get the module here. So what exactly the module is, we will discuss in tomorrow class, like what test case, what module. But like on the high level I will show you how we are going to work, how much easy like the tool is. We will let us discuss. So here you are not writing any code to get the uh, control here. uh, Directly right click on the modules, click on scan application. See, under the scan you will be having like API, mobile, PDF, remote terminal, and in more you are having WebDriver, Salesforce scan, file scan. In the sense, application is either web application, desktop application, you will be getting under application. Whereas API, application program interface, like without the application visibility from the back end also, we are supposed to test the application. Okay, so that we are calling it as a API. It is a interface between the user and the server, we can say. Okay, like whereas like we can work with the mobile applications also. Like see, for desktop applications and web applications you are going to use application. Whereas coming to mobile, definitely you have to use this mobile and you have to configure which mobile you are going to use. You are going to use the iPhone or Android. So based upon that you have to do configure in the Tosca. Then you can work with the application in the mobile. Okay, and you also work with the Adobe Acrobat reader documents you are supposed to do. Like from the client side, they will ask you to verify what all the details you will be having under PDF also. Sometimes they will ask, so that time you are using this PDF. Whereas coming to the remote terminal, see, in some of the organizations, they will use a normal machine, and also for the work they are connecting to the remote terminal, right? So with whenever you are working with the remote terminal, using this remote terminal option, you are supposed to do work with the help of Tosca automation. And also when coming to the more web drivers, even Selenium web driver also we are supposed to work with, like work with the help of Tosca automation, even you can able to run the Selenium scripts also. Okay, and also you can able to work with the Salesforce. So what and all there you will be having under Salesforce application, automatically you will be getting all the details with Salesforce. So why we are not having SAP is, SAP is a application only, right? Either it is a GUI application or like desktop application or web application. So that will comes under, even SAP also will comes under the application only. Whereas coming to the file scan, so whatever the files like you will be having, like Word document, Excel, so you can scan that also. But like for example, now what we will do, just we will scan one application and we will get one control here. Okay, so for that, like click on scan and click on application. So this is a XScan wizard. I will explain you what all these things. Just only today, like how the tool will be like very easy for you. Actually, in my system, it won't work with the Chrome, so I'm having issue. Let me open the Firefox. So here, like you have to select that application. So scan the application. So whenever you are working with the application, the main thing is like you need to add the extension. So if you are not having the extension for that particular application, we are unable to work with the Tosca automation. So whenever you are scanning the application, automatically it will provide you the like you see, in order to scan or record Firefox, you need to install Tricentis automation extension for Firefox. So when you are clicking on this, automatically you will get one pop-up like that. You need to add that extension for the browser. See, like that. Okay. So allow extension to run in private windows also. Like sometimes in the application, we are facing the cache issue. Like whenever you are working with the real time applications, so most probably most of the applications we are having a cache issue. So for that purpose, like we are running with the in private mode, like incognito in Chrome and in private in Firefox. Just click on the add and click on OK. Automatically the extension will add to the Firefox. Okay, so if you are opening this access scan, automatically whatever there in this application, completely it is visible here. Okay, so this we can say the image view, like this is the application, this is a duplicate things, like whatever there in the application, automatically you will get here in the access scan. So whereas like you are going for basic view, you are not going to see all the things like what are there in the application. Okay, in advanced view only, like basic view, just whatever you are scanning, automatically you are getting that icon about that element to your X scan. Okay, so if you are clicking on save and close, see, in any of the other automation tools, like using any programming language, you have to collect the XPath of this particular register, you need to write some code and you have to do. But here you are not supposed to do. So all these things, like easily you can work with the application. So automatically we got the control in Xscan, just already saved, and we are clicking on close. See, automatically we got the module here. Then if you want to work with this, just go drag this and drop to the test case where you want. So it will create one new test case. So what you want to do, you want to do the click. Sorry, this is the latest version. So actually what it will do, like it will get the,
Sorry, but I think you have to click on view and then hide do nothing. Then only you are able to see that option.
no, actually what is the thing is, like with the new version it is not supporting for other applications, only the real time applications we are going to do. So here we are unable to see this, like so already I have imported some test cases with the older version, so that is why I am getting. So already we have, no, it is something different. So whenever you are taking the module to your test case, so what it will do, it will add some attributes, like there you can click the, see for example I have taken the login module and I'm providing the value, click. So by default it will take the value of just 1 minute. Sorry, for the tomorrow class I will add the 16th version. Actually this is not supported for the other applications. So whenever, whatever the properties you will be having under this login functionality or register, these properties, like this is a text, right? So this class and this href html element, so all these things will stored under that particular module. Okay, so whenever you are providing the click, automatically it will comes to the application and it will click on that particular application. So this is completely a drag and drop tool. Okay, so like even while downloading also the Tosca automation, some of the versions are not supported. So we are using like 2016 patch 5 file. So I will show you like once after we are done with the registrations part. The admin people will help you to get the license, and we will provide the tool also, and we will provide you all the necessary things. Okay, so it is like completely a code free tool. Even single line of code also not using, and it is helpful for working with a multiple application. So that is why like most of the organizations, they were moving to the Tosca automation, like even if it is a paid tool also. So any doubts you can ask.
Yes, I have one
Yes.
doubt.
Yeah, Abhijit, go ahead.
Are we going to automate a demo web shop only or other applications also?
No, we are going to use some other applications, like we are having testing applications, right? Like
Hmm.
demo QA and Mintra we are going to use as part of
Hmm.
real time scenarios, and insurance application we are going to use Tricentis, and also like we will use one banking application.
Hmm. Because I'm asking these questions because in YouTube we know that very commonly many people's automated this demo web shop, right?
Yes, yes. See, why in the sense like most of the people they were choosing the demo web shop is
Hmm.
based upon the criteria, like what all the topics we are having like in Tosca, like with the
Hmm.
identifiers, working with the pop-up scenarios. So it is a suitable, but we are not supposed to use only that application. We are having a multiple applications like Orange HRM we can use, this tools QA we use, automation testing one application we have. So we can use many of the demo applications, but as part of real time application we can work with the Mintra application, and also we can able to work with Redbus. These and all we can work, and we are supposed to show you with the banking application also, like based upon the scenarios we will work, not only with the demo web shop. Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, Srinivas.
Yeah, hi ma'am. As we discussed in the previous class, we discussed that we have to add the extension, whether it is Firefox or anything. Can we see that extension in the browser, ma'am?
Yes,
Whether we can,
automatically. Let's say once you are adding extension to your browser, automatically it will store under the extensions. So
okay.
if you are
And
going to delete, then only it will goes from the application, like browser.
where we see that extension, ma'am? Any settings or where we have to, that extension is added
Extensions,
or not?
like we are having the extensions right in the browser. Let me show you. So in the Firefox, so these are the extensions. If you are click on this, you can able to see the extensions.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
okay, got it. So for
So
each and
even
every
in
browser,
Chrome also we'll be having Chrome extensions, right?
okay, yes, ma'am.
So for each and every browser, like we can add the extension automatically. The Tosca only offers to download that extension. Okay, so that is not at all a problem. And if even if you are deleting that extension also, whenever you are going to scan the application, automatically it will ask again.
Okay. Now, other one, ma'am. Currently, which version we are using Tosca? Currently, latest.
Come again, what you are asking?
What is the latest version of Tosca, ma'am? Latest
Latest
version.
version is like 2024 point 1 is there. Okay, but as part of our training, like we are going to use 2016 for practice purpose, and also 2023.2. like why means like it needs to be support for the applications also, right? Like that newer versions still it is in developing phase.
Okay.
So that is why like more with 2024 also we are getting like 2024.1, the 2024.0.2, like that we are getting. So still that things are in developing state, so that's why we are not going to use that newer versions, like we are using 16 than 2023.2.
In case of interviews, if they ask which version you are using, means which version we can
So
tell.
you can easily say that to 2023. I will explain you, like first we are discussing 2016, right? So then
Okay.
later like we can say like first we are working with the 2016 and later we move to 2023.2. So these are the things newly added with the tool, that on all we will explain in the class.
Thank you, ma'am. Got it. Thank you.
Lata, I'm not able to see the screen.
No, now currently I stopped the screen.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Now the discussion is going on, right? So I stopped it. Yeah, Priya. Someone raised the hand, like you may ask now.
Yes, Priya asked question, but I think
Yes,
I have
she
one doubt
raised her
again.
hand. Yeah, tell me.
In SAP module, uh,
Ah,
we are automating only one module or multiple modules
actually, no, not multiple
because
modules, only with
because
the SD
SAP.
module.
Hmm,
Why means, like, see, when coming to SAP, uh, we need access for the server for
hmm,
whatever the module you are going to work. We need that server to work. Okay,
hmm,
so the Tricent is only they will provide the credentials for SD module. One end to
hmm,
end flow we can do. But whereas
hmm.
coming to other modules, again we have to purchase that module access.
I mean,
Only few
SAP
people were providing.
SAP Tricent is given access for only one module, right?
Yes,
And we will automate only that module, right?
only that application. But
Uh,
for interview purpose, like whatever the JD they are providing, right, with the SAP.
hmm,
So what
hmm,
we can do based upon that JDs, like we can go with like MM is enough. MM and SAP Fiori. Okay, SAP Fiori is a web application for SAP, like all the modules, whatever related to the SAP. Like we have around 18 modules with the SAP, right? So all the 18 modules we can work with the SAP Fiori. Uh, so once you are good with Tosca automation with SAP SD module, you can able
hmm.
to work with any of the application. Like most of the things are similar. Like we want to handle with the tables in SAP, so that is very common in all the modules. So that is the thing.
Uh, okay. Means we will automate one module. According to that, we can define any question about the
Yes, we
SAP,
can
right?
face any of the question, like based upon the module. Like you have to go through the T codes, transaction codes for that particular module.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sure.
Yeah,
The Bangladesh here. I have one question.
yeah, tell me.
Tosca, yeah, Tosca supports Mac. Can we install Tosca in MacBook and Tosca supports
No, actually
Safari?
previously we are having for the Mac. Nowadays, like we don't have with the Mac support. So if you want to work with the Mac,
Yeah, our voice is
You are not audible.
Yeah, I'm audible.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, the connectivity got missed. So
Yeah.
like see, previously we are having the support for Mac. Nowadays like we don't have. So particularly if you want to work with the Mac, then you need to go for Amazon Web Services. That server you have to take like EC2. 12 months free access we have, but we need to pay $1 for that initially, and they will provide 12 months free for the AWS. So in that server, you can able to install the Tosca. Like AWS will support for Mac also. In this way, you have to proceed with the Tosca.
Yeah. What about Safari browser, Lata?
Like you are asking for browser.
Yeah. Will Tosca support Safari browser? The same way we are adding add-ins for Chrome and Firefox, right? Do you have add-ins for Safari also?
Yes, we are having like we have a multiple browsers. Like it supports Safari, Island, Edge, Firefox, Chrome.
Okay.
We have
Thank you.
multiple browsers. Safari OS, Safari, Chrome, Android, these and all, we are able to work with Tosca automation. Yeah, Manik.
Sorry, actually, I have joined today. Today is my first day. So this training is regarding only for experienced person or freshers.
I'm not getting you. The training is for
Freshers or experienced person means you have to take teaching.
even if you are a fresher also, you can go with this, and even if you are experienced also, you
Okay,
can go with this. Like see,
okay.
experience in the sense, if you are having manual testing, you want to upgrade yourself in the automation, this is a best choice, like right tool. Like see, you are having
Actually,
some difficulty with the code.
I have 10 plus years experience in manual. And I want to switch in
You are
automation. 10 plus experience in manual. That's it.
10 plus experience in manual, so you
Yeah.
can keep around 4 plus years of experience in Tosca, 3 to
So you
4
are
years.
teaching according to that 4 years experience, right?
Yes,
Project and
yes,
all that.
from
Like
basic to
integration with
from
SAP and
basic
all
to
that.
advanced.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, I've got one question.
Yeah.
Regarding the automation for Tosca, we'll do some on Salesforce and SAP as well as API.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one question here.
Yeah,
So
tell me.
because I work with a startup, so here I need to do the all the setup and everything. So how much time will it take to do the setup and to work, like for example end-to-end testing for any application?
The setup and all, it is not required more time, like it will take around 15 to 20 minutes, that much is enough for setup and all.
Okay.
So end to end flow, like based upon the application, you have to spend the time. Like
Okay.
some,
Okay.
like see, some of the applications, like for SAP application, whatever you are scanning, automatically it will become unique. But for some applications, like web applications, there will be some multiple elements with the same name. That time you will facing some identification issues, right? Making the control
Correct.
unique, so that time like you have to spend the time, the end to end flow also, like based upon the critical in your application, you have to, we can't say like only within this much time you are going to complete the things.
So then what will be the unique identifier which will be picked? Because like when we were trying to do the selenium, so the values were changing.
Yes, we have the 8
ID,
locators in Selenium.
IDs used to be
IDs
changed.
keep on changing. Here also in Tosca, the IDs keep on changing. So that is why we are not preferring the ID. The concepts here, it is completely differ when compared to other automation tools. here like in Selenium you are having 8 locators like id, name, css, xpath, text,
Yeah.
name and all, right? So here
Mm.
only you are having a 4 concepts like identify by anchor, identify by properties, identify by image and identify by index. Most probably we will prefer identify by properties and identify by anchor. But these two only, most of the uh, controls will get unique.
So what is the fourth one? Index and
Index and image, these
image.
are not that much preferable. Why
Uh-huh.
means if you are going with this also, it is a dynamic one, it will again change the properties. So
Okay.
however like the id you are not preferring, in the same way we are not preferring this index and image. Okay, so these are the like dynamic changes. Like once the application got any changes like with the properties, automatically these will become like there will be change in these two. So that is why what we will do, we will go for identify by properties and identify by index, sorry, identify by anchor. We will use these two.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, good. Yeah, Priya, go ahead. You raised your hand.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
It's
I have
complete.
already asked. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
So anyone, if you are having any doubt, like we have
Is there any doubt classes?
Yes, Lata.
is there any?
Yes.
Doubt
Uh,
classes.
it's
I'm not getting you. What you are
He's
asking?
asking like if you have any doubt session, like if they have any doubts, they can
Doubt
ask.
question.
Hi, ma'am. Srivas here.
Yeah.
Now,
Somebody's mouse is like getting disturbance.
uh, hi, ma'am.
Yeah. Hi. Who is
Yeah,
that?
Srinivas here, ma'am. Srinivas.
Srinivas. Yeah, Srinivas.
So actually, what's happening in our experience, we have a lot of diplomas, right?
Srinivas,
So,
please, could you switch off the fan? Like some air sound is coming from your mic.
this fine, ma'am. Now, is it okay? Hello.
Namrata, could you please go on mute?
yeah.
Is it okay now, ma'am?
Yes. Yeah, tell
Yeah.
me, Srinivas.
For applicants, we have a lot of deployments, right, ma'am? At the time of something new features will come or new events will come. At the time, deployments will happen, everything. So something code will be changes will happen, like maybe export may change, property may everything, anything can change.
Hmm.
So in Tosca, what type
Hmm.
of main issues we can find it, ma'am, in Tosca? If you
So
have,
in Tosca, like most of the things like we are getting with the issue with the dynamic properties only.
okay,
Okay. So whenever you are getting issue with the dynamic properties, like we are having like we need to capture that option and we can verify. So for
okay,
that, like we are using buffer concept.
okay.
Yeah.
So
And
only the properties, ma'am, or any other issues also will come in Tosca when we're running our.
any other issues like you are getting like no such element like that you will get, right? Here
Okay, yes,
most probably you will get like multiple elements in multiple controls found in the application, and issue with the properties like inner text is not matching, title is not matching, like that you will get.
so mostly related to properties only, right, ma'am?
Yes, yes, it is related to the
Okay,
property.
properties only. So no other issue
Hmm.
mostly will come from
No,
Tosca
no.
side. Yeah,
Yes.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Namrata, you want to ask something?
Yes. I just wanted to confirm. I don't have any knowledge in automation actually, and also on the SAP module. So to
Okay.
continue with this, should I need any basic knowledge on automation or any SAP module?
No need, no need. We will give from scratch to advanced, right? You no need anything basic knowledge. We'll completely cover here.
Okay, this was my
Yeah,
question.
everything, whatever we need for automation tester, completely we will provide you. Yeah, Yamuna, go ahead.
Lata, yeah, regarding installation only. So I think I already joined the course, so
Okay.
I can get the help with
Yeah, the team will
admin
connect with
people.
you. Yeah, the team will connect with you, Yamuna. Don't worry
Okay,
about it. Yeah.
but then we don't get the which dates we have the classes and how long the classes. I know 1 hour, I know the time. Which dates
Yes.
we have the classes? That schedule I didn't
So
get yet, so
actually,
that I can
actually, we
plan
are
myself.
planning for Monday to Friday, Yamuna.
Oh,
So
coming
Monday to
Monday,
Friday.
from
Yeah,
Monday.
yeah,
Mm.
Monday to Friday. Tomorrow also we will be having class. Like this is a actual session only.
Oh, this is actual session. Okay,
Actual
okay,
session
okay.
only. We will continue the topics from here, like whatever we discussed. Okay, if you
Mm-hmm.
have any doubts, like we will repeat the concepts. Okay.
Yes, okay.
Hmm.
So Monday to Friday, right? It's totally
Yes.
36 classes,
No, it will come around 38.
38 classes. So I
Yes.
have to see the calendar and plan it, right?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
sometimes like we will take on Saturdays also, like based upon your availability, like we will ping you
Okay,
in the group.
sure, sure.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. Just for idea. So it will be almost end by August only, right? Oh no, mid of July we will complete,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay. Okay. Then it's fine, Lada. Thank you.
yeah,
I need to
yeah,
plan myself. That's why, sorry.
yeah, yeah, sure, sure, definitely. You can. Yeah, Preeti, go ahead. Preeti, we are not able to hear you. Maybe any mic issue you are facing. Could you ping me in the chat, please? If you are facing any mic issue, Preeti. How to change value true? For what? Sundaram.
Sorry, Lata, I entered before completing the question. See, this is not related to this topic that I'm having that question. I thought of asking, but by mistake I entered. See,
Said like
I
it is
have,
related to which thing?
sorry,
It
yeah,
is related.
in the execution list, right? The execution list, I have one property is parallel execution black. Okay, by default, it's true. I don't know how to change to false. I'm studying from
No,
yesterday.
some of the things like we are unable to change that are the default values.
Yeah,
So
but
based upon the
when I checked with
configuration,
the previous when I check the previous stories which my colleagues, the old colleagues did, right? I refer those execution lists. They said to false. I don't know how to change to false. That's what.
so in execution you are having, right?
Yeah, execution list. The property name is parallel execution black. This is the property name, and the value currently it's having true. But I need to change to false because of this I'm getting some error. I'm struggling from yesterday. I thought of asking
No,
in
you
the
will
in
be
the
having that option, right?
Yeah, option is there, but it's not allowing to change to false. True is default.
True is default, but when you are clicking on that particular true, you will get the option of true and false. There you can select the false, right? You are not getting that option.
Not getting, and also it's not allowing to type word false. I don't know
So I
some
have to
configuration.
see that scenario.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
only
Lata,
I
yeah.
can,
You please
yeah,
check.
then
Yeah.
only I can.
Sure.
So Preeti want to ask something, but she is unable, like we are unable to hear. Preeti, if you want anything, like you can ask me in the chat. Yeah, Tejavani.
Yeah, hi, ma'am.
Yeah, hi.
Uh, using Selenium with Java, we'll be doing like assertions. So in Tosca also, are we going to do like assertions part?
like whatever the concepts like we are having in Selenium, all the things we are having here also. Okay, but the thing is like uh, we are handling that assertions with the help of validations, and we have like value assistant, data assertion, and status code assertion. So these and all like we can manage with the Tosca.
Okay, even generating reports as well, right, ma'am?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
everything,
okay,
each
thank
and
you.
even if you'll take the screenshots also, it is there in the Tosca. And
Okay,
handling, exception handling is also there in Tosca. Each and every concept, but some, for some similarities, the names are different. Like
okay.
in
And
loops concept, we are having for loop in programming language like Selenium with Java or
yes,
Python.
yes,
Anything, any programming language, you will take the loops in the sense like for, while, do while, right? So in the
yes.
in Tosca we don't have the for loop. So instead of
Okay,
for loop, like what exactly the for is, like whenever you know the exact count, like where exactly the control is there, you need to click. So for that, like you are providing the for loop, right? So in the same way,
yes,
here we are having the concept of repetition.
okay,
Like that, some name differences will be there, but the concept is same.
okay. And even doubt session will be there, right, ma'am?
Yes, yes, definitely.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So any doubts? If you don't have any doubts, we will wind up.
No, Lata, we are good.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Good night.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah.